When you read the research of functional alternative medicine, you begin to wonder, like I do, well, what can we eat? Because we are largely what we eat. I have learned that if I have thyroid problems, I need to avoid soy, and personally, I need to avoid peanuts, and shrimp is not good for me either in very large quantities, only a little bit. And with two grandmothers who had diabetes, I've known for years that I should avoid sugar in all forms. And of course, it was only later that I found out that sugar is in many forms, and you'll find them as words with OSE added to the end of the word when you read the ingredients of a particular item in the grocery store. I know that high fructose corn syrup shoots my blood sugar way high, and I have to avoid that. Most of the doctors who talk about diabetes and food, who are called functional doctors, will say avoid sugar and also avoid dairy and even cheese. So, and white potatoes, all things that are white, that's the glycemic index foods. White rice, white potatoes, white bread. So it can be a problem as to what to eat. But in general, fruits, if it doesn't drive your blood sugar too high, and you should be checking 2 hours after a meal to see what your blood sugar is if you are a diabetic or pre-diabetic. Syndrome X, that means somebody who has a large waist, uh, belly fat, over 40 inches for a man, over 35 inches for a woman, is cause for concern. Salads with lots of greens are certainly okay. Watch the ingredients in the dressings. Try to use a monosaturated fat like olive oil or avocado oil. Make good salad uh, oils with a little vinegar and add some spices. We like adding a little bit of fruit to our salads, even along with a little bit of tomato. You may have heard about leaky gut and foods that you need to have to feed the good bacteria in your gut, in your bowels, to help them overcome the bad bacteria in your bowels. Prebiotics are foods that feed the good bacteria, and those are generally agreed to be bananas, um, garlic, onions, leeks, and asparagus, things with lots of fiber in them, and digestible fiber. I think that should include celery. Uh, the hearts of your Brussels sprouts and the hearts of cauliflower, don't throw those away. That's good fiber for you. Chop it up fine and put it in your salads. And when you buy beets or other organic foods that have leafy leaves, chop them up small. Put that in your salad also. Try to buy organic foods as much as possible. Uh, Dr. Gundry is one of the functional medicine doctors. He has a Center for Restorative Medicine. He has an MD, used to be at Loma Linda University, and has written a book called Diet Revolution. You might find that helpful. And he's the one who really says you need lots of prebiotics. He wants you to avoid legumes. I know if you have thyroid, you need to avoid soy and soy products. So go lightly on the grains and seeds and squash and dairy. Red kidney beans, he said, also are bad for you. And the reason is something called leptin, Leptin, that's sticky and sticks to the red blood cells and damages blood vessels and the lining of the gut, which can cause what they call leaky gut, which means that bad stuff can get into your system, into your body, instead of passing on through like it should. So I've been saying for a long time, don't buy anything with titanium in it. And if you have to have a medicine that has titanium, please contact the manufacturer, the people that make that medicine, and tell them that really we should not be adding a metal to our medicines and our foods that the body can't use and can't get rid of when it absorbs it. It causes cancer, lung cancer, in the greater percentage in the people who work in the plants that provide the titanium. And we really don't need paint added to our food or our medicines, over-the-counter items that we need. So we've known for years that we should avoid aluminum. So let's not use titanium either. Iron, your body needs, but not too much. Copper, your body needs, but not too much. Zinc, your body needs lots of. And it's hard to get too much zinc unless you're taking supplements. Keep listening. As I learn more about diet, I'll try to give you more updates. But for the present, just to summarize, we want to eat our salads with a good oil, a little vinegar, no sugar, nothing that has OSE on the end of it, no high fructose corn syrup. Corn gives a lot of people problems. Wheat also does some people allergies, as well as milk. It's allergenic for a lot of people, constipating. So those are some of the things to think about as you're in the grocery store looking at the ingredient list. You may want to take a magnifying glass because some of those ingredient lists are very, very small print. So this is Evelyn Maxwell with Holistic Health Education, giving you a few ideas of things that you can eat. Lots of veggies, especially ones with lots of color, and lots of greens, lots of organic foods, and have a healthy life. This is Evelyn Maxwell, Holistic Health Education, coming to you from Salina, Kansas. And eat some meat.